Welcome back, everyone, to Planescape Torment. Your hero on the Thief, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when perhaps we can strike a deal with Merry Man, now that we found ice from the river Styx itself. And I was pressing the tilde key instead of the tab key. Oh, Merry Man. The man who is merry no more. Well, have you something that will right my mind of these accursed memories? I certainly hope you haven't returned without. You'll never get the key to Dolores' heart that way. Here, take this mug. It holds a dark bird of Ocanthus, a sliver of ice from the river Styx. It should wipe your memory clean. Merryman takes the mug and removes a piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mug back and takes the ice into his mouth. It melts instantly, leaving him with a somewhat startled expression. Merryman.
Updated my journal.
Merryman looks at you, confused, then at the paper in his hands. He reads aloud, Congratulations, Merryman. You've begun again. Thank the man in front of you and give him the key in your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the door to this building, for more information. Well, it seems I owe you thanks, good sir. Here, take this key. I'd best find this Splinter fellow and find out what's going on. Thank you, Merryman.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Fuck
My blade
yeah.
has changed.
Oh. Very interesting. The streaming blade. Huh. Now, I've heard that Dakan's blade changes both on his level and on his affinity toward the Nameless One. If you help him do things that he respects and you treat him well, the blade will turn into something. And if you treat him like shit and drag him along and make him do what you want, it turns into something else.
I'm gone.
Well. Eli Havelock. Well,
Done.
First things first, let's bring the keys to Delora. Delora's eyes flash as she sees you. Did you find him? Has he agreed to return the keys? Yes. Here they
Updated my journal.
At last. As she takes the keys from your grasp, her hand brushes against yours. Her skin is dry, but icy to the touch like cold metal. These will be of great use to me. I thank you. But I have other questions. Vivian's scent.
Updated my journal.
I will assume you mean her personal scent, which she alleges has been stolen by from her by one of the prostitutes here. I do not know with whom it now rests. You may wish to ask Nenny, however, as she sees much of what occurs here. How could someone's scent be stolen? Vivian utilizes an aspect of the art to create, change, and enhance the olfactory aspects of an object, living or dead. Perhaps the thief knows some of these skills as well. Her scent would have to rest in an object, however, and not on the thief, were that the case. Else Vivian would know them by their smell as well. The Crimson Veil.
Updated my journal.
I've not seen Marissa's Crimson Veil since she last wore it outside her chambers. That was some time ago. Nenny sees much of what goes on here. She might well know. You might do well to ask her if she has seen anything that might help you. Do you know anything about Ravel? Wait, can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
Updated my journal.
Yes, her name is Echo. Her voice, and in fact, her every means of communication was stolen and destroyed. Echo's words once wooed away the paramour of the godling Paramisha. Paramisha, in a jealous rage, tore away Echo's voice, sealed it within a crystal vial, and hurled it into a Megagalum Draga's maw. Echo's voice is forever lost to her. Only another, new voice could return to her the ability to communicate once more. I know this because I spoke to Paramisha's paramour myself once. Oh god, she knows so much. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? I know that she was, or is, should she still be numbered among the living, a night hag of great power and inestimable evil. The Lady of Pain banished her to an extra-dimensional prison for her crimes against the city of Sigil. You would do well to speak of Yves of her. She knows a great many tales and can likely tell you Ravel's. Okay, so this is like your foot in the door of all these quests. But where's Nenny? Oh, let's speak to Juliet. Nenny Nine Eyes, there she is. Well, anything yet? I made my demands, but could gauge no reaction. He didn't want to fight me, though. I suggest you speak with him yourself sometime. Is he not going to fight for me, then? No, he won't. I recall him saying he was bored with things. In any case. He said what? How could I have been... It would appear as if my relationship had the troubles I so desired. I merely missed them all in melancholy. Maybe, but I have questions now. The scent. The veil. Looks like Nenny's the key to all this. Ravel puzzle well. Who? Okay.
I feel stronger.
Fuck yes. Do you remember that time I leveled up by causing marital issues? One characteristic point. Oh yes. Oh yes. Your intelligence surpasses that of mortal men. There is no limit to the amount of spells you can put. Dear God. Okay. Looks like 19's the magic number. I know all. That's a lot of frozen daggers. Ooh, let's take Swarm Curse. I like that spell. It's nice. I mean, it's nice for me. Oh God, another 5th level spell. All right, let's talk to Nenny Nine Eyes. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny, and how are you this fine... Oh, we've met before. I'm sorry. I knew you looked familiar. Kamaxi said someone's been taking things from her room. Have you seen anything odd?
Updated my journal.
Oh, that's right. You know, once I saw a man sneaking out of Kamaxi's room while she was talking to another patron. I watched the front doors all day, but he never ever left. Isn't that odd? I don't think he could have made it out a window, and so I never figured out where he went, and I totally forgot about it. Weird, huh? Maybe. Maybe it's one of the patrons. Maybe it's someone else. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Oh, Echo. Yes, she's a mysterious one. Emotionally wounded, in a manner of speaking. That's a great name, though, huh? Okay.
Done.
I think the scent is in the thing. Lewis. Nenny told me she saw a man leave Kamaxi Addertongue's room. I think that was you, Lewis. You think? Think? How could you be so alarmingly rude? So ludicrously presumptuous as to sprout forth such an accusation without being absolutely certain of your charges? How dare you, impertinent, brassy cur? Why, I ought to... As Louis rails and curses, his drawers open and close. You notice a small bundle of crimson cloth tucked alongside some clothes. The repeated opening and closing of the armoire drawers make it difficult to grab, however. Wait for an opportunity to grab. You stand poised at the edge of the armoire to keep gabbing on and on, but it never seems to stay open long enough to try to grab the cloth. Try and snap your hand in while the drawer is open. You simply cannot move your hand quickly enough to snatch the crimson cloth from within Louis. The most you could accomplish would be getting your fingers crushed. Pull open the drawer to get the cloth. Go away, you barbarian. Give me the crimson cloth, Louis. Shan't, won't, never, beg and whine. Oh, please stop that rubbish. It's quite tiresome and transcends all known meanings of the word boredom. Beg and whine some more. Stop. You're making me quite drowsy. Keep begging and whining. The armoire yawns, exposing the crimson cloth where it rests snugly beside some undergarments. You dart your hand in and seize it before the drawer clicks and closes itself. Tucking it away, you notice that it is perfumed with a light, exotic, and most pleasant fragrance. Damn it, you rogue, blackguard, scoundrel! You give that back this instant. That's not yours. That's an exceedingly personal garment that belongs to a lady of this establishment, and they would not appreciate you fondling their private things. Oh, but it's all right for you, you wooden pervert. I'm not doing anything so criminally malicious as you are. I am merely soaking in sensations necessary to my growth as an individual. Farewell, Lewis. He won't speak a word to you. You can practically feel the hatred. Right, I'm looking for Kamaxi Addertongue. Kasai Saris. What is that? Oh, it's a handkerchief. Yeah, I'll need that later. No, that seems wrong. It must be Vivian's scent. Maybe giving Vivian the thing back will unlock the Crimson Veil? I found it in this red veil.
Updated my journal.
It was simply wonderful. She takes the veil from your hands, mutters a few words over it, and returns it to you. She shakes out her crimson hair, and in moments you're surrounded by the most intensely exotic and arousing scent you've ever had the pleasure of smelling. That smells great. It does, doesn't it? And as you have done a favor for me, I wish to perform one for you. Stand close to me, scarred one. Approach her. You step close to Vivian. She takes your hand, and turning it over, takes a single cautious sniff of your wrist. Phew. Vinegar. Embalming fluid, maybe? Here, I'll remove this smell from you. She mutters a few strange syllables, and a light tingling sensation spreads over your skin. In moments, your chemical reek lessens substantially. There. How's that? People should be less eager to avoid conversation with you now, at the very least. Thank you, Vivian. Farewell. +1 charisma. The Crimson Veil. It has to be.
All right.
I think I have your Crimson Veil. Would you please hand it over? Of course. Here you are.
Updated my journal.
Yes, much better. So that's what you look like. Perhaps I would have been better off with my eyes shut. No, Ves is the key.
Done.
To Ravel puzzle, well, apparently. And yet, I know no more. Come and trade tales. Have you spoken to your mother lately? I have. Thank you. No. None of these will do.
I'm gone.
Well, I think it's time to make my life incalculably worse. I've done it so much for others. Now it's time to do it to myself. The Lady of Pain Ragdoll. Talk to the item. The years have not been kind to this tiny ragdoll. It's coming apart at the seams, and it looks like its threads are unraveling. It's obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and its plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. Oh, you're just a cute little Lady of Pain, aren't you? Aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh, great Lady of Pain, Goddess of Sigil, hear my plea for aid and help me in my hour of direst need. Here we go. The doll does not respond to your coaxing. As you're about to say the words, you suddenly feel a strange crawling sensation in the back of your skull. With it comes a premonition that saying those words will place you in terrible danger. Even feeling as you do could prove dangerous. I say it anyway. Put the doll away. All right. Here it comes. Can I go to other parts of the hive? Yeah, because I think I need to go back. Yeah, I fixed the decanter. Oh, that's weird. Something was supposed to happen to me. I guess I'm lucky. It's fine. Well, the smoldering corpse is going to lose its centerpiece. Ignus. I wonder if this decanter of endless water will do something. You tilt the decanter over the grill and begin to pour. A small stream of ice blue water pours from the decanter and touches the flames of the grill with a violent hissing and a rush of steam. As if in response to this challenge, the decanter seems to lunge forward, falling into the grill and shattering. By the hells! Hissing billows of steam and a furious crackling noise rushes from the grill, spilling over you and forcing you to cover your ears and turn away. There's a scream, a cackling, a terrible sound like 100 buildings burning, people screaming, and their screams being cut short by the roar of flame and melting flesh. Cover your ears, block out the sound. As you put your hands over your ears to block out the sound, you feel a stickiness in your hands like hot cheese or candle wax. Your ears are bleeding from the sound. You draw your hands back and see them covered with chunks of melted flesh, filled with bloody swirls. Try and get out of the bar. You're about to run from the bar, anything to get away from the sound, when suddenly all falls silent, except for a jagged crackling coming from the grill. You turn. On the grill lies the decanter of endless water. No, nothing but shards and steam. Above it is a creature, flames still trailing from its body, floating over the bar's floor. It is staring at you, its eyes flickering like two torches. I know you.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. The creature's face splits, charred flesh peeling away from its jaw so that it might speak. Its voice crackles, burns, roars through the creature's chest, and with every word, flakes of cinder and ash spit from its mouth and drift into the air. You can barely stand to look at this thing. The blazing radiance surrounding it is terrible to behold. Ignus.
Yes. Long have I slept dreams of flames.
As if in response.
Yours, till death comes for us both.
As if in response, flames curl within Ignus's throat, and a tongue of flame streams from behind his blackened teeth. We shall see. We have acquired an Ignus. As you approach the woman to talk to her, Ignus's eyes flare up, and before you can stop him, he embraces her. She returns his embrace, losing herself in his flames. She does not cry out. Your last glimpse of her is burned into your memory. Her eyes are full of fiery passion and all-engulfing love. There is nothing left of her. Not even ashes.
Ignus hears you.
Ignus, he can just throw fireballs. You can just do that. And he has access to certain spells. Seeking Flames. -1 attacks, -1 saving throws for 30 seconds. And Tongue of Flames. Okay, so it's like Magic Missile, but fire. With no saving throw. Okay. Ignus's Terror. Terror exists in many forms throughout the multiverse. This incantation calls upon one of the most basic universal forms of terror, the Fire of Destruction. This spell causes all non-undead creatures within a 30-foot radius of the target point to flee. Infernal Orb. Okay. Slows them down, weakens them. -1 penalty to strength and dexterity. Not so hot, but whatever. And Fiery Rain. Now we're getting there. Infernal Shield. Even the Great Destroyer is halted by this mystical barrier. When cast, all fiery effects are absorbed and altered into healing energy. Oh, fuck. Okay, it doesn't last very long, but it heals you from taking damage. Elemental Strike. Globes of elemental force fly forth and explode upon impact. Those within range are caught in the blast as well. Does a fuck ton of damage. Groovy. Well, let's ask what Falls from Grace thinks about Ignus. Ignus. You would be wise to travel with him no longer. He is insane, and he has proven capable of a great acts of destruction. As I understand it, he was transformed into a conduit to the elemental plane of fire. Such a transformation would have killed most mortals. Not only did he survive such a trial, but he thrived. He possesses tremendous power. Should he be forced into a confrontation, I would fear for the chances of anyone stood against him. I pray it doesn't come to that. If Ignus is so powerful, why doesn't he just attack everything he sees? Why does he even travel with us? I don't know, but I do not think it's because he likes our company. In fact, I think he considers all of us irrelevant. Except for you. Me? Why me? Again, I don't know. Still, haven't you noticed that when you ask him to do something, he obeys? Without question. Were I to make the same request, the last thing I would receive would be his compliance. Let's move on. Why is it me? It's always me. Nameless one. It's all you.